Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Stott, I'm the Emperor of Stomaria, and today I want to talk about ways in which we're going to be promoting our friends and allies. So, like a lot of my videos, this one's just a bit off the cuff. It's just something I had a thought of just a moment ago, and I thought, well, maybe I could do more to promote and raise awareness of the Micronations that form a part of Stomaria and Micronations that are actively looking to assist Stomaria as allies. And I think this video is, like I said, it's a bit off the cuff. It's going to be completely unscripted, so you'll have to bear with me. There'll be a lot of tangents, I'm sure. There'll be little side stories, and I'll get distracted by one thing or another. But the general message, the message as a whole, is that Stomaria will be looking to promote Micronations that form a part of Stomaria and are looking to actively support Stomaria from the outside in the form of allies, like, you know, having formal relations with them. So I had a thought about how we could do this. Now, Stomaria, is funded exclusively by me, in the sense that everything that has happened in Stomaria in terms of flags, passport covers, website, sabres, uniforms, everything, it all has been funded by me and the Imperial family directly. All the funds raised through YouTube ad revenue, through real-world economic activities, through our Patreon campaign, through the sale of merchandise, all of those funds have been allocated to a segregated bank account, which has not been used for anything. Now, the intention of that is to expand and develop the territories that comprise Stomaria, not just provinces, but also protectorates, associated states, and indeed observer states. So those are the funds are being allocated, raised, and will eventually be allocated to that. But in the meantime, everything is funded directly out of my own pocket. And because of this, there is I suppose not a reluctance, but there's a limitation in how much support financially I can give every micronation that becomes a part of Stomaria. Because, I mean, there is almost a limitless number of things that I could do to support individual micronations that make up Stomaria. But it's all relative in terms of, how much can I afford just to give away. And so there have been situations, for example, like at the Kingdom of Wayward, where thousands of pounds has been allocated to that particular territory because there is a lot of potential to develop it. The two most prominent, the two most obvious the reasons we're funding it are to take down pine trees, which are going to be logged and seasoned and then utilised or sold, and also beehives and beekeeping. Those are the two main things. Trees and bees is what we're doing at Wayward at the moment. Those are the two sort of main reasons that I'm putting a lot of funding towards Wayward in particular, because they consist of private freehold land and because there'll be something to get out of it. Whereas simply purchasing flags for individual micronations, for instance, that don't have the resources themselves to buy them, there's not really a tangible benefit for Stomaria itself in doing that, although, I'm not against the idea if it's something that they desperately think they need in order to have that element of professionalism to it. But as always, getting off on a tangent. So the way that we are looking to actively support, promote, and raise awareness of the micronations that comprise Stomaria and looking to support Stomaria at the moment, I think is going to revolve largely around our social media accounts, where we have a presence on various platforms. So on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, we have quite a sizable following, comparatively speaking, in Micronational terms. And even though the Facebook algorithm and to some extent the YouTube algorithm likes to screw us in terms of hiding a lot of our content from our own followers for whatever reason, despite that, we do have quite a sizable presence on both of those platforms, and I would like to try and utilize it in order to raise awareness of the micronations that make up Stomaria and the micronations that are looking to support Stomaria. So, going forward, what I'm going to be doing is micronations that form a part of Stomaria in particular are going to be more heavily promoted in YouTube video descriptions, so links to their Patreon, their website, their social media accounts, and on our Facebook page, we're also going to be sharing a lot of the content. If those micronations are on Facebook, they share some important news or developments, but it's not reaching as many people as it could because they only have 50 or 100 followers or whatever else. Then we can take that post, share it on our own, linking it back to their own, and because we have a following currently of some 5,000 people, 5,000 people like our Facebook page, there is a greater chance that more people will see it and more people will interact with it and more people might get involved. And at the moment, that really is the best we can do for them, aside from direct funding, which, as I say, is a bit more complicated at the moment because it's all just coming from my own pocket, and there's only so much I can realistically allocate to the support in the micronations, even within Stomaria. So until we're better established financially, until that revenue stream is a lot more sizable, a lot more reliable, and a lot more consistent, then the best way I can support micronations that form part of Stomaria is through advertising, effectively. And for those micronations that do form part of Stomaria already, I will be contacting you very shortly about providing me with whatever links that you want to be shared, and make sure that your Facebook pages are updated relatively regularly, because I can share, or we can share, content on them for everyone else to see. But yeah, I think that's the primary thing that I wanted to get out there. This isn't going to be a very long video, it's just something that I wanted to announce to the community at large, only because you'll probably see more content from other micronations being posted on Stomaria's accounts or channels, because we are trying to promote those that make up Stomaria and those that are looking to support Stomaria. And to quote King Raoul of Wayward, when one succeeds, we all succeed. And there is a lot of truth in that, and so it's something that we're looking to push. And just as an aside, as a little note on Wayward in particular, they have actually now reached 15 citizens on their Patreon campaign, more than twice as many as Stomaria, and I thought we were doing relatively well. But they have completely blown us out the water. They've done extraordinarily well in terms of recruiting from their pool of supporters, and it doesn't hurt me as such. I'm just taken aback by it. Just how much support that Wayward and Raoul in particular has, and it's great to have them as a part of Stomaria, because it just goes to show that that's the sort of micronation that we are looking for. Those are the sorts of micronations that we're looking to integrate into Stomaria, because they are successful micronations in their own right. And I think other micronations that have also joined Stomaria, Molossia, Norway, or whatever else, they will all, in time, have their moment in the sun. They will be able to shine, they will be able to prosper. And this is something that I'm really pushing for. Because at the end of the day, I need to know that the micronations that join Stomaria, that become a part of Stomaria, I need to know that they're happy with the arrangement. I need to know that there is a positive impact on their expansion and on their development in terms of, you know, people getting involved, in terms of being able to raise finances, in terms of being able to develop a culture or an identity. This is all very important to me. And making sure they succeed is important to me. And so when I see micronations like the Kingdom of Wayward simply off their own back just exploding in popularity, it really is great to see, and it is encouraging for the future. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video and you wanted to become a part of the Stomarian community, then please feel free to do so through our Patreon campaign, the link of which I shall leave in the description below as always. But otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.